end behavior a little bit. And I like to remind students, remember what y equals x looks like, right? It's going across the page here. We could say as x is getting really, really small, or x is going towards negative infinity, y is also going towards negative infinity. Or we could say as x is going bigger, 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 y is going bigger, bigger, right? X goes towards infinity, y goes towards infinity. And how would that change if I just made it be y equals negative x? Well, it's going to flip it, right? We're going to have it doing the opposite. As x is getting really, really small, y is getting really, really big. Whereas x is getting really, really big, y is getting really, really small. And so this value, if we put a number in front of it, we change that, what's going on in the middle, but the end behavior, what's going on at the end, is still happening. All right. Now, what if we change this to be to the third power, right? It's still doing the same thing at the ends. It's doing something different in the middle, but the ends are looking the same. If I make this be to the fifth power, it's doing something here in the middle, and then the ends are the change. Now, if I start adding more to these things, like 5, let's say 8x squared plus 3x minus 1. This stuff in the middle changes, but this stuff at the end still stays the same. And that's why we talk about end behavior based on the highest degree and the leading coefficient. When the highest degree is odd, so it could be fifth power, could be seventh power. This middle part's going to change. The end behavior is going to stay the same based on the leading coefficient. Really, we're only really talking, is it positive or is it negative, right? I made it flip around and go the other way because I made the leading coefficient negative. So we have that going on when the highest degree is odd. Well, what if we change the highest degree? What if we make it even? All right, oops, I want it to be to the sixth power, right? And I want it to be positive up here, and this one I'm going to leave, no, and I leave this one negative. Well, now it looks just like a parabola on the ends, right? When the leading coefficient is positive and it's an even, it looks at the ends just like a parabola looks. And we can say as x gets really, really negative, y is getting really positive, and as x gets more and more positive, y also gets positive. So that's just end behavior, is just talking about the ends. And then you're going to talk about how to find what's going on in the middle in the rest of the unit.